Well, good morning. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the Lake District. It's a glorious morning. You can see behind us. We're parked in Buttermere and it's heaving already. It's only just turned 8:30 and we're up the hill out of the village. But that's what you can see behind us. Oh, hang on. That you can see behind us. That's pretty much our route today. Not too far. We're just doing red pike and high stile. And it's a bit of a red letter day for Charlie. High stile will be his completion of the Western Fells. The first section that will be completed. So yeah, good day for Charlie. So I'll just flip you onto the other camera and I'll see if I can point out pretty much the entirety of today's route. So we're going to drop down into Buttermere and then over to Buttermere Dub, and then there's two streams go up here, near Ruddy Gill and far Ruddy Gill. And on the map, there's a footpath marked up through the trees. Now I've seen another video, I think it was Black Crag, and he went up there, and there's no path on the ground, which from the OS map, there's the green footpath mark, but there's no black line underneath it. So there's no actual evidence of a footpath on the ground, even though there is a right of way. So then from there, we're going to go to Lincoln Gill, then over to Red Pike, and up to High Stile, and then back down here, and back along into Buttermere. So let's have a look at today's route. Well, we've come through Buttermere and the place is absolutely heaving. It's 9:15. Mind you, I was expecting it's a glorious day. It's Good Friday. And the hills are just looking, look at this. Absolutely stunning. So hopefully when we kind of go off the main track up through that woodland, we should get away from the crowds. And I don't think the route that we're coming down from High Stile, I don't think that's particularly well used. I have come down there before, it was actually after my first Wainwright. Red Pike, many years ago, was my first one. We did High Stile. In fact, today's pretty much that route, apart from we're not going right up to, I can't remember the name of the waterfall. Anyway, some people with dogs now, so they're just waiting. We'll see in a bit. Well, we've reached far Ruddy Gill, which is where we leave the main path, and we head off pathless up there. Should be alright, the trees aren't too thick. Just been chatting to a bloke there who's doing all the Wainwrights in one calendar year. So he's got a 16 miler today. So it's a global day for it anyway. So we're going to pick our way up through these trees. So we'll see you in a bit. Well, it's not actually that bad coming up here. There are the odd faint vestiges of paths every now and then. It's not too bad. The trees are widely separated, so there's no issues about getting through. We've just come through a bit of a clearing between two lots of trees. And you can see down there looking over Crummock Water. It's a grass mow. There's nobody else coming up this way at the moment. So we're like that. Oh, back into the trees again. No, we'll carry on. We'll see you when we get through this lot of trees. Oh, well, we've left the trees behind, and it wasn't too bad at all. The path through that second section became quite clear. But we seem to have an issue now. The route that we're wanting to follow, sort of diagonally up to the end of Lincoln Edge, doesn't seem to exist. Oh. So we're just going to get over this brow and see how the land lies. I mean, there is a path that goes off to our left up to the col between Dodd and Red Pike, and I can see that's quite clear, but I don't want to go up that way. I've come down that way and the path's a nightmare, so I'd rather go somewhere new. Oh, it's a warm one, but it's glorious and peaceful. We'll carry on up here and see where we get to. See you in a bit. So we're heading diagonally over towards Lincoln Edge, just rounding the bottom of Lincoln, and there is, well, I won't say it's so much a vague path, it's more of just a sheep trod that we're following, but it's keeping us out of the longest heather. Oh, and it's stunning. Look at that crummet water there. Now, I've just seen what looks like it might be a bit of a path going up to the end of Lincoln Edge. And the bottom of it looks like it's a screen shoot. You might not be going up there. Might have to find an alternative route. Might go around the edge and up the ridge. We'll get there somehow anyway. Some new ground for us, never been over this way before. Right, we'll carry on. See you in a bit. Well, we've arrived at the main tourist track. Sounds a bit snobbish, isn't it? Going up to Red Pike from that waterfall that I can't remember, and just look at the views. Looking over Buttermere there to Fleetwood Pike, Robinson. That the Hard Crags, Knot Rig in the middle. See Causey Pike, even see Grisdale Pike sticking up behind Causey Pike. Whiteless Pike, Hobcarton Crags, Grassmoor, Crummet Water, Melbreck, and then I think that's Great Bourne, Starling Dodd in front of it, and actually, now then, having said that, that could be Great Bourne. That looks like Starling Dodd to me. Anyway, I'll take some photos when we get up here. But yeah, off we go. We're on the path above Lincoln Edge. It's glorious now. Well, it's been glorious since we set off. But it adds to it that we've not seen the Stile since we left that chap down by the lakeside. So far as routes that Red Pike go, on a sunny bank holiday, I can recommend this one. The path was a bit vague at times, coming through those trees and through the heather just down there, but no real hardships. It's lovely and quiet. So I think this path that we're on now, when I said it was the tourist path coming up from Scaleforth, it's not really. We meet that a bit further on, so we'll start picking up the people when we get onto there. There's quite a few on top of Red Pike at the moment. Charlie's having a bit of a Mexican standoff with a herdie who's not for moving. Right. We'll carry on, probably see you. Well, we might not stop at the top of Red Pike, depending how busy it is. I'll take some photos from up there. I might just carry on straight over. Right, we'll see you in a bit. This is looking over Ling Cove, and you can see pretty much our route so far. We started off down there. You can see the cars parked on, they're halfway up Honester now. So we parked there, and we came along here. Now we can make out this track which is hedged there, and then we came along around just hitting the side of the lake, and then up through the trees on the other side, and then up onto this ridge, and then along through the heather and round to the other side of this ridge, and we've just come up over there, and there's some people. So on we go to Red Pike. Well, we're on the tourist route now. Well, there don't seem to be any tourists around at the moment, which is marvellous. It's a bit steep, this last slog to the summit. Oh, I'll just show you. Looking over towards, I think that'll be, I can't make out whether that's Pillar or Scope Fell. Don't know if you can see Pillar as yet. I think it could be, and that Scope Fell and Steeple. Or is that Haycock? No, that's Haycock. And that's Scope Fell. And Steeple is the ridge coming down in the middle from Scope Fell, so you can't see Pillar as yet. And I'm looking over Ennerdale from the Irish Sea. I think you can see the Isle of Man. It's there. I don't know if you can make it out or not. See the Isle of Man. Mayfell with clouds on the top of it. Glorious. And Criffle over there with the big cloud over it. That's on the to-do list, is Criffle. It has been ever since I moved up here in 2017. Not got round to it yet. Right, so we'll carry on this last little slog up to the top of Red Pike. Well, we're just away from the actual summit of Red Pike. It's been hogged. So I'll just give you a 360, and then I'll take some photos. It's absolutely stunning. Absolutely magnificent. Glorious day. Just kind of the right temperature as well, keeping Charlie cool. Just look at it. So that's there is where we're going next. High Stile. And that'll be Charlie completed the Western Fells. Right, so I'll just take some photos and then we'll head off up there. we've just dropped down off Red Pike, into like the coal between that and High Stile. Can't stop going on about how stunning it is. You can see over me there to Grassmore, and right over to the northern fells into Blencathra. It's glorious over that way. You can see Pillar now, and beyond that to Scarfell Pike and Scarfell. Glorious. So what we're going to do is get over High Stile. Charlie had his photo taken. What I do when I used to complete a section, I used to take the book with me and hold my book and my photo. So I've brought the Western Fells book for Charlie to have his photo taken with. And then we'll drop down from there. And I think the route that we're going to take down should be quiet. So we'll drop down from there and have our lunch. It's only 25 to 12 now. And let's see how far have we got left to go. Not that far, I don't think. Oh, we've only got 3 miles to do. Just a short one today, just about 7 today, I think. Right, then we'll carry on. See you in a bit. This is a nice view, looking down to Blaeberry Tarn, over to Grassmore. And that path that I said was a bit of a nightmare from like that's Dodd. And from the coal there to Red Pike that you can't see now. I actually think that, if I recall, the bit from the coal there up to Red Pike, I think that's actually paved, and it's the section from the coal down here to Blaeberry Tarn, I think, that's the nightmare bit. Anyway, one part of it's a nightmare now. I'm in no rush to go back there anyway. So now, stunning day. On we go to High Stile. We've just come over High Stile, and it's absolutely stunning up here. I'm taking some photos. I mean, just look over there towards Scarfell Range, and then Pillar and Ennerdale Fells where we were a couple of videos ago. Oh, it's absolutely glorious. But it's a bit busy up here now, so we're going to drop down a bit. Actually, we can find somewhere for our lunch. So we'll see in a bit. Well, it's time for butties. Charlie's tucking in. What a glorious day. You can actually see, I'm quite pleased with this lunch spot actually, because I'm looking over there, straight over the Langdales. I can see home. I can see Ingleborough in Yorkshire. God's county. I love it that much, I moved to Cumbria. No, but I do love Yorkshire. So we're going to have our lunch now. Stunning views all around. I mean, from here looking over Great Gable and up to Scarfell Pike. You'd think from here that Scarfell was actually considerably higher than Scarfell Pike. Oh dear. Looking up Honister over there, Fleetwood Pike. Dale Head. Absolutely glorious. Right, I'm going to have my butty. We'll see you in a bit. Well, we had a very leisurely lunch. Oh. And now we've left the crowds behind, which I can understand, because this path coming down, I mean, there is a path. You can see people use this route. Not the best in the world, but it's quiet, so we can cope with that. We went the wrong way initially. We started following a path that would have led us down to Blaeberry Tarn. We don't want to go that way. So yeah, there's nobody else on this path, which we like. And that path that I said about up from the col between Dodden and Red Pike, and about where it was a nightmare. I was right first time. The nightmare bit is up to Red Pike from the col, and it's down from there that it's a bit of a pitched path. But yeah, it's shocking, is that path. Right, we'll continue enjoying the peace and quiet. Lovely view over there. When I've finished nattering, I'll flip the camera around. Lovely view over to Honister and Fleetwood Pike, Dale Head, and over to Helvellyn. So I'll just show you that, and then we'll continue on our way. Well, I can see why not many people come this way. Out there behind us, that was a full-on scramble in places. Good fun though. We made it down all right. But yeah, a bit technical that actually. But the gradient's eased now, and it's become a bit of a grassy path. So that should be the worst of it over. There's a couple coming up this way. I wonder if they know what that bit's like. Unless I went the wrong way, which is always highly possible. Right, we'll carry on. I'm going to have to take this layer off again. I think it's got warm again. Right, see you in a bit. Oh, well, I can't do much filming coming down here at all. It's well sketchy as this path. It's just levelled out and got grassy again. Just passed another couple on the way up, and they didn't know what was in store for them. Told them to be careful. So, levels out a bit again down here, so I've got some coffee left and Charlie could do with a drink. So we'll stop down there. Oh, I'll be glad to get down. Hey dear. See you in a bit. What's he like? Don't know if you can hear me over the racket, but I'm so glad to be down from there. Oh, that was a nightmare path. One thing in its favour was it was quiet, which same can't be said for him. He just wants me to chuck stones in stream for him. There's none around. Tell him, there's no stones. I just wanted him to get nice and wet cooling down. I think he was getting a bit warm coming down there. So we're going to just chill out here for a while. We've got less than 2 miles to go, and it's not 2 o'clock yet. Once we get down to the lake shore, we're just going to be in the crowds all the way back from there, which will be a nightmare again. So, I know which nightmare. I'd rather have a nightmare path like that than a nightmare crowds than we're going to meet down there. Right, I have some coffee left. I'm going to finish that off. He'll finish getting upset with the stream. So we'll see you in a bit. We're almost back down to the lake shore now. That was a lovely little stop off by that stream. John was enjoying himself. Could have stayed there all day, really. Don't know why we didn't stay there longer. No rush, really, to get home. Yeah, so we're nearly down at the lakeside. You can see the hordes on the path down there. So I think I'm going to sign off now. It's been a good day. The ups and downs were nice and people free. The tops were a bit too populated. That route coming down there, don't recommend that really, to be honest. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do the liking, subscribing, ringing that notification bell, commenting, sharing, all the usual malarkey. Hopefully, see you on the next one. Ciao!